Hello and welcome to my F1 24 driver career mode here today for part 40 for the British Grand Prix, my home Grand Prix as well. Into qualifying how we go as we round, find a couple of corners in Vale and Clubman nearly dropped the rear end. We round the final corner and we go P5. We've been dropped down to P8 though. As we went for a second run, we've found not much time and we've actually lost it at the final corner. Now, as we skip on to the end of qualifying, this is our final run as we go into the Vale chicane. We nearly drop it again. Now it's about getting an important exit here. We struggle to get the power down, but we've found quite a bit of time.
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Russell, Gasly, Albon, Leclerc, Brown, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Ricciardo, Perez, Ocon, Tsunoda, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Hamilton, Bottas, Joe, and Logan Sargent. And now, it's time to head down to the track. The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. We're almost ready to take the start of the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
So here we go then, the 5 red lights come on ahead of the British Grand Prix. We're racing at Silverstone and we haven't got the greatest of starts. We've fallen back a little bit, they're 4 wide in front of us. Oh, there's contact between Leclerc and the Williams of Alex Albon. Leclerc's dropped backwards, we're now down the inside of Alex Albon. Have we got the job done? Albon's trying to hang it around the outside. Now has the inside line for the loop and entry, but we have the extra traction to get past him. Drama at the first corner here on lap 1, as now we're all over the back of our fellow Brit George Russell, as now we have a little look to try and go around the outside at Luffield. Now maybe set it up for Cops, but we've completely dropped the back end. Max leads the Grand Prix. Alonso is P2 and he's nearly been overtaken there by Lando, as now we cut to further round the first lap. Down the Wellington, down the hanger straight we go. Down the inside we also go at slow on George Russell. Job done. Now the Alpine of Gasly down inside at the Vale chicane. There's a lockup from Lando and we're through, and we've gone from P8 to P4 on the opening lap, and we're looking very, very quick. This is a replay then of Albon's start, and he's actually got a really good start. Tried to go down the inside of George Russell, who had Gasly on the outside of him, and then really had to get out of it and back off. And now this is Leclerc's point of view. You can see Lando also in there, and there's the contact. That's big contact for Charles Leclerc. Surely Ferrari are going to have to pit him for a new front wing. Is now on to lap 3. We have caught this front pack near enough, as this is Alonso going for the lead of the British Grand Prix. He's side by side with Max Verstappen, as now side by side they go into the Vale chicane. Max keeps him behind, and that's allowed us to close up that little bit more and get in the DRS of the McLaren of Lando Norris, but he's trying again. Is Alonso. The inside didn't work, so can the outside work for him? Round the outside at Stowe. Max knows he has to keep him behind here, as now we're going down the inside of Lando. Alonso's got the job done on Max. We're trying to get round the outside of Lando, but we can't get the job done just yet. But this Aston is flying round this Silverstone circuit today. Have we got a chance of winning our home Grand Prix as we go down the inside of Lando at Village and get the job done? Can we get Max out and make it an Aston 1-2? We're getting closer and closer to the back of our teammate. We're a little bit too far back to have to go into Stowe on Alonso, but now we've got a good exit. We're going to stop him the dummy, go to the outside. We're going to squeeze him a bit, but we've got the job done on our teammates, and we are now in P2, the crowd on their feet. But this is a replay, and the game decided to send us through the air. It's very much like that race in Brazil. But now back to the action, and we are hunting down Max Verstappen for the lead of the British Grand Prix, and we've got him, and Alonso's followed us through as well. Silverstone has erupted as we take the lead of our home Grand Prix. Now though, Alonso is on our outside. He's trying to get us back for the lead of the race. We try and keep it down the inside, but we're going to have to back out, and Alonso retakes the lead of the British Grand Prix. We're going to have to have a little look at the Vale chicane, but we're too far back. Now into Brooklands, we brought back to the inside, went to the outside. We're all over the back of Alonso to try and find a way through. We need to be careful though of Max, who's all over the back of us as well, as we nearly drop it exiting Luffield there. And Alonso is, I think, a little bit too far ahead for now, until we get to Stowe as we go to the inside of lap 9 and retake the lead of the British Grand Prix. I'm not giving up on this win. It's the only race I want to win the most. As Alonso now is coming at us again, as Max and Lando are starting to fall back as they're battling. Max keeps Lando behind as Alonso re-overtook us, and now lap 12 we're going for it again down the inside of Fernando Alonso. His job done, as now we pit for our one and only stop of the day. Alonso has to stay out, and we're also followed into the pits by Max and Lando. Can we have a quick stop here? Can we break the DRS? Can we get away? Or are we gonna, all three of us, hold each other up in the stops in a way? As now the soft tyres go off, the mediums go on for us. We've beat out Max and Lando. We've also pulled a small gap to them as well. But what will work? The undercut or the overcut here? Alonso is very much still going. So let's see what he can do as we nearly bin it into the barrier, exiting the pits. As now, this is Fernando Alonso at the end of lap 13, pitting for his one and only stop of the day, as we're all over the back now of Charles Leclerc with that front wing damage. He's having a miserable day. As we go now to the outside, you can see the amount of damage on that Ferrari. Can't believe they haven't boxed him for a new front wing, as Lando gets down the inside of Max. Has he got ahead of him? It might just have, but Max has the inside line for Vale and gets the job done. Now this is Alonso now coming down the pits towards the pit exit. Where are we? We're going through, you might have seen us there. So is Verstappen and Lando Norris, and he's dropped from P2 to P4 has Alonso. The overcut not the way to go, but as we've seen in the opening stages of the race, that Aston Martin is very quick, so can he get his way back through? As now Lando and Max are battling, and we are just keeping the gap out of the DRS. It's around 1.8 seconds as these are all battling, and we're still struggling to pull away in a way. That gap staying around 2 seconds as Max re-overtakes Lando there. Alonso all over the back, but he's struggling to find a way through. As on lap 18, this is an unbelievable battle for the lead and the win of the British Grand Prix, as there's Lando going for it once again. Max denied Lando the win on the final lap last season. Can he get a win here? Can he get down the road after us? You can see the gap there is staying around 1.8 to 2 seconds. As now Max is going for it again on Lando Norris and retakes P2 in the race. This is a great battle for P2, as we're just watching from afar trying to pull away, as now Lando is having him back again on lap 20, re-overtakes Max Verstappen for P2. And now lap 21, one lap later, Max retakes P2. This is a great battle for the British Grand Prix win. And eventually our tyres did start to drop off and we were caught by the three behind us. Max now is on the back of us. He's going to go to the inside as we go down the hanger straight. We're going to have to try and hang it around the outside of Stowe. But Max has got the job done on us and retakes the lead of the British Grand Prix, but we're going back to the inside. We're going to give him the elbow and push him off the track and get that position back and stay in the lead of the race, giving Max the aggression that he always shows to everyone else. But he's back on the back of us here. This time he's on the outside. This time he's got his nose ahead again. We're trying to keep it to the inside. Have we done it? We're still side by side, but we have kept Max behind. We're holding on in these final couple of laps of the British Grand Prix for our first win for Aston Martin and our first win this season, as this is Albon slowing down to retire from the British Grand Prix with a big engine failure. His day is done in the Williams. It never really recovered after that contact at turn 1. But lap 25, there's 2 to go, about 1.5 to go now as we head down towards Stowe. Max is on the outside of us. We give him the elbow, we force him wide once again there. We keep him behind. Can Lando find a way through? Alonso's made no impression in this second half of the race. There's now 1 lap to decide the winner of the British Grand Prix as we go through Maggotts and Beckett's. We're so close, the top 4 covered by under a second. But who is going to win this British Grand Prix? The crowd are on their feet as they want a British win, but Max is looking to make it back to back. Max goes to the outside, Lando goes to the inside. We're 3 wide on the final lap into Stowe and we keep them behind, and Lando has got Max for P2 on the final couple of corners, but we are going to round the final corner to win our home Grand Prix.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friends. Well done.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix.
To do it as a team on home soil, that really means something special. And you can see how much it means to them, the drivers involved as well. Great job by them today, of course, as always. But for the fans watching on too, a great display of teamwork here today.
You can see them on their way out to the podium now. Aston Martin really are making waves in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn the top spot.
What a race. A 4-way fight for the win, and we've come out on top. We get our first win for Aston Martin, our first home Grand Prix win as well. Lando getting Max on the same corner where Max denied him the win last season, so bit of revenge there for Lando. Max P3. Alonso, after being so quick in the opening stages, just couldn't find a way past Lando or Max in the second half of the race, and it's George Russell who rounded out the top 5. Down at the back, Albon was your one retirement of the day, but he has been classified, so Lance Stroll is really the final finisher in P19. Charles Leclerc, P17, has had an absolute shocker today, never recovered from that opening corner contact with Albon. I'm not sure why Ferrari didn't box him for a new front when you saw the damage when we overtook him during the stops. So in the Drivers' Championship now, Max continues to lead over Fernando Alonso by 34 points. We have gained on Max though this weekend. Have we still got a shot of the championship this season? 42 points is a big gap, but it's not impossible. And then Lando is P4, and George Russell rounds out the top 5 in the drivers. And then down at the back, there's still 6 drivers still yet to score. In the constructors then, we continue to lead, and we've actually gained on Red Bull this weekend as well, which is good. The gap now 27 points. And then Ferrari are P3. Ferrari having a shocking day today, so McLaren have gained on them, and then it is Mercedes who are P5 in the Constructors' Championship, and then RB, Sauber and Haas are all still yet to get a point. So that's been your British Grand Prix. Then we have one more race before the summer break, as next time we go to Spa. I'll see you then. Goodbye.